Harry, you never told me how you survived because last time I remember you were killed by venom. Yeah, it's true. I don't remember how I survived once. Yeah, don't worry. Lots of us didn't had good memories. Like for me, I've been disintegrated for 5 years and look at me now, I'm still young. Yeah, that sucks. I wonder if there's a Miles Morales in my universe. Why is that? Because you said that your uncle's name is Aaron, right? Yep. So that means there's gotta be a connection. He can exist. You're saying that with you gone, I'm taking your place as your successor just until I turn into a sidekick. I may not know that yet, but we'll find out. Okay, look. Let's talk. We'll discuss that part later. For now, we still need to learn about his origins. Yeah. We'll find out why you survived. Even though I still figure you might be a clone of some sort. And I almost read it in a journal once, but I just can't place it. Yeah, me too. How long until the Spider-Man will show up? Yeah, and what is that you're gonna tell me? You'll find out. We have secrets. Yeah. In all these years, I always thought I was dead. But now, I resurrected. Of course, last thing I recall, I drowned underwater. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. My favorite movie. Really? I thought Robin Hood was your favorite movie. Because that's the only bird movies about vultures I can think of. We'll discuss that. Yeah. Venom, how come you survive? Easy, Flint. I will tell you when they show up. Unlike Peter, you're the only one who calls me Flint. Let's just say because when he calls you Marco, that means he's making a reference from that little game. Especially if you play this fog. Sandstorm, whatever. Really? I wonder. But I'm not to muse. But I can't tell whether we're exactly one. Alright guys, I finally found you. Perfect timing. It's about time you showed up. What, you were expecting us? Of course. And just for that, we're not here to fight. Don't get me started, Otto. I know it's part of your game. Really, I don't get that either. Oh, please, come and sit down like gentlemen. Even though I wish her girlfriend was here, I still want to kiss her. Listen, Teeth, if you lay one claw on her, I swear you'll what? Now sit down and listen to the master. I gotta hear this. Oh, Spider-Man. What is it, Goblin? Have you ever got curious why I was resurrected? I don't know. You tell me. Is it because you still haunt me after what you did to my father? Oh, you still remember that thought. You poor boy. I'm alive because of him. Who? Miles Warren. Who's Miles? I don't know. Never heard of him unless he used to be in my dimension at Oscorp. Just before Smythe. Really? Miles Warren used to be my colleague back in Oscorp before the board of directors fired me. That's when I decided to take extreme measures. You mean you killed them? Just like how I remembered. Exactly. You see, I'm not the real Norman Osborn you think I am. He's still dead. I'm just his prototype. You mean you're a clone? Yes. Everything in Miles Warren's journal was cloned. And also, he already discovered your little secret first. What do you mean? You see, after Miles Warren, I decided to recruit him before my death. He helped me kidnap MJ and then moved it to the Golden State Bridge. Even though after my death, he spied on me, and then he collected some DNA samples of me, including my busted mask you destroyed. So after years of research, I finally rise again. along with the rest. Yes, and as for me, Miles Warren hired some submarine gangs to recover my deceased body, and all that's left is just my organs and these claws. They were barnacles and rusty, but he polished them. And then he used my DNA on these glasses for isotosic signature. And me too. Also, he did manage to steal pieces of the symbiote at Connor's lab, along with my sweater and some rubble on our last encounter. Excuse me. Gesundheit, don't mention it. Like I said, he collected some rubble from our last encounter when you wrunged me with those crowbars. Yeah, I did. You know, I should have slashed your tongue out with my sword when I had the chance if I wasn't thinking clear. You wasted your time, Newey. Also, we're not the only ones resurrected from the dead. You weren't? Of course not. Miles Warren also created you. You know, when you say Miles means I'm right here. You're a Morales. I meant Warren. Unless you prefer the jackal. The jackal. I like it. Well, thank you. He can borrow my mask, if it's okay with you. Who's jackal? I don't know, but I prefer it. Then where is Miles Warren now? He passed away after his creation. Never been revealed again. Oh, good, because I thought you murdered him by double-crossing him. May I remind you, he's one of my best colleagues. I would never turn his back on him. And besides, he also wanted revenge on you for killing his best colleague. After that, he cloned all of us by using DNA samples of Eddie Brock's sweater and the symbiote rubble, one of Doc Ock's tentacles, and my mask, and Norman Osborn's DNA, even blood transfusions he grandly sold. After that, he created all of us, especially Harry. You mean I'm not the real Harry Osborn? Of course not. Then why didn't you tell me I was a clone? Oh, all good times must come desperate measures. Trust me, kid, you'll love it. So you're both clones, not me. I barely survived. That means you're already dead, Flint, as a monster and a ghost. Don't you dare call me a monster just because I turn into some Goliath. Actually, I prefer Gulliver. Whatever. Actually, we were a monster team, just between you and me. We're both immortals, and we both have different elemental weaknesses. You hate water, I hate fire. Really? I wonder if what Hydro Man and Multiman would do to you too. Yes. As you can see, we're all clones, mutated and genetically reborn. Whoa, Tony Stark is gonna flip. Even he wouldn't hire Miles Warren to be part of it, even in Stark Enterprises. When I'm in your dimension, remind me to kick Tony Stark's butt if he was resurrected as a zombie. Remember that? One of Mysterio's taunts. You stay out of this, Gobby, or I will. And what about you? You ever heard of Miles? No, I'm not aware of it. I only know Dr. Connors, Alistair Smythe, and Donald Meccan. Really? I'm aware of Mr. Meccan. Well, I'm not aware of it either. But I'm looking forward to study your cloning, just in case if I die, I'm in. I don't have to die. But if it wasn't for you, you would have been toasted in lava. Don't get me started. Alright, Venom, release them. Fine. Except for the red one is mine. You're the reason why we're dead. And now it's your turn to die as a clone. Imagine you and me will be together again. We and you. Me? Of course. Especially, I'm gonna turn you into two things. The doppelganger or Ben Riley. Or instead, how about three? Spider Carnage. I don't want to be Spider Carnage. Oh, you will be. You will be someday. And also, for me, I prefer the superior Spider-Man. We already done that. You were in my body last year. Exactly. Wasn't that a what was that fun? No, it was humiliating. I had to look like General Grievous for the almost like 3 days by now. Yes. We'll be in touch. Think about it. Oh, and happy anniversary. I hope you enjoy this coronavirus season. Just for that, this isn't over. I will destroy you for what you did to me a long time ago. After 2 decades, I still want revenge. Yeah, for the record, you're the worst bad guy I ever met. Why? Because you keep screeching like a velociraptor or some monsters from outer space. Oh, you think I'm one of these guys? You know he's referring to how they also, who are also parasites when they infect DNA. Oh, that makes sense. Except I don't roar like this, I roar like that. Ow! And he roars like this. Cut that out. Well, I was just demonstrating. Alright, that's enough. We'll deal with you later. By the meantime, think about it. And for the record, I had... The moment's passed. He was gonna roar at you. Yeah, I hear that lots of times. Harry, are you alright? I'm fine. But there's one thing I don't understand. If I'm one of Miles Warren's clones, how come I didn't turn against you guys except when I was brainwashed? I don't know. Speaking of which, you remind me of Bucky the Winter Soldier. Captain America's. Because you kind of got his outfit. Yeah, let's not jump into conclusions. Sorry. I don't know, maybe Miles gave you a purpose. Like after I saw you died previously, he decided to give me back my best friend. The one who stands up for me. The one who never turns my back again. You may be right. Maybe Miles had a good side of some sort. It's possibly because he was once a family friend to the Osborn family ever since. And that's why he was doing this for me. There's no connection, but whatever the problem is, we'll deal with it together. I promise you that. Yeah, but by the meantime, let's be aware in both in our realities except for yours. Hey, the Miles Warren might be out there. Not Morales. Yup, not Morales. But I promise you that there won't be any clones.